Hi everyone, I just thought I'll have a little chat about my recent trip to the USA. It was a pound the ground rally in Plattsburgh. Well, actually the town was Chazy, just outside Plattsburgh, and that's in New York. Thursday afternoon we had some spare time on our hands, and Pete Sorrel, he kindly arranged for us to do some detecting in the grounds of a museum. The Alice T. Milner Museum to be exact, and there's a lot of history attached to that. I'll let Pete explain.
So we're in Chazy, New York, the site of Pound the Ground 2019. And the building behind us was built in somewhere between 1800 and 1815. It was a store. There was all kinds of meetings and stuff they used to hold here. And it hasn't been occupied since 1916. And what happened was some local philanthropists bought the building, and they had a large collection of colonial artifacts and stuff they had collected over the years. And they decided that they wanted to put it in a house or put it in a building and share it with the great people of this area, which did not have any museums at the time. So what they did was they took the house, which was originally just a 3-story stone building, and they created this, looks like a magnificent mansion type building, but on the inside looks very reminiscent of a colonial home. They have a lot of great artifacts in there. And so today we've got our XP Team USA guys kind of going around the property, and what we're going to do is, you know, if we find anything related to the property's history or to the family that the philanthropist, if we find stuff that's related to them, we're going to make sure that that gets to the museum, because that's one of the big things that we do, is we love to find the old stuff and whatnot, but it's also helping out places like this, because these are nonprofits. They don't make a lot of money, but they're great resources for people like us and for a lot of local people. So today we're just out here trying to do our best to save some history and share it if we can.
If we go into the flower bed and look carefully, there's a little gnome digging. Can you see him over there? Look? Yeah, that's our very own resident gardener, Grant Hansen. He's digging the flower bed, damn it. Look, there he is.
Yeah. I'm chasing not the greatest signal here.
He's in his natural habitat. Yeah. Hiding underneath windows. He's gone.
Shy.
He's gone. We scared him.
I love the versatility of it. I love it's incredibly light, but it's constructed so well, which I think is a tough combination, and it really does that well. I've had fine machines in the past that have been really, really heavy, and they wear down your shoulder, especially if you're on a site where you can go 15 minutes without a good signal. You know, it does wear you down. And I love the versatility. There's so many different programs. It really makes it so that you have multiple detectors. I can go to a property and hunt it on one program, come back the week later, try it on a different program, a higher frequency, a lower frequency, different settings, and it opens it up. So I'm getting so much more mileage out of my properties now too. If the Deus is outside of your range, you can go with the ORX as well. It's the same power as a Deus, it's just you don't have as much capabilities for the customization, but the programs it comes with and what you can do with it, it's a really powerful machine at a more affordable price. But I mean, now that I have this, you know, I've had it for years now, and I can't foresee going to anything else. It's a long-term relationship, so I say go for it.
James, your first time with the XP Deus.
That's right.
Tell us about it.
Well, the first thing you notice is the lightweight compared to other detectors. And I have another brand is a light detector, and this is much lighter, much more pleasant experience on the wrist and on the forearm. Yeah. So I like that. Very sensitive in between multiple targets, a lot of iron. You can hear those little tweets. Yeah. So I'm loving that. And just the sophistication in the build of it.
Yeah.
The shaft is much better than anything I've seen. And again, sensitivity and lightweight, that's the two hallmarks that I noticed so far.
Yeah, and people new to the Deus, the first thing they comment about is how honest the signal is.
That's right.
It's so sweet, isn't it? And precise.
It's like very precise.
Yeah.
Very precise, especially in a iron infested area like this. You can really sneak out those little tweaks.
Yeah, there's a lot of iron here. I mean, over there, Grant's digging out 4 or 5 nails and having one non-ferrous bit in the month.
That's right.
So it's really earning its money today. So
it really
brilliant.
is. I'm very impressed.
Keep up the good work, man.
Thank you. Thanks so
See
much.
See you soon.
All right.
We've got something very decorative in the hole here, Gary. It's got flowers on it. I don't know, we got to be careful with it. I don't know. Oh, it's a brooch. Looks to be a brooch. There's the metal back to it. Looks like it's brass. That's old. Well, as most of you guys know, I'm a television producer by trade, so I tried to stay current with technology. I love the fact that when I buy a Deus, not only can I control every aspect of it, but it never goes out of style. I'm not having to worry about, like a computer, you have it for 2 years and you got to buy another one. This thing, I get updates, I dial it in, you know. Not only that, but I got different coils I can take. You know, everybody, I talk to you guys a lot, and I say it's like having a bag full of golf clubs. You're on the beach, you can use one type of coil. You're in a real infested area with a lot of junk, use elliptical coil. And it's 2 button pushes on your remote and you can switch coils. So that's the main thing. And I just traveled from Iowa and I had my Deus in the overhead compartment. So, I mean, what more could you ask for? Folded down, good to go. Watch our videos and you can see how good finds we have. Like I tell everybody, if you want to start with a good introductory model, go with the ORX. The ORX has got the exact same technology as the Deus, just not as many features. So if you're a little intimidated by being able to control everything, that's fine. If you want to have the depth, the ability to update your machine, the lightweight, anything you want, start with an ORX. I guarantee you within 6 months to a year of your ORX, you're going to be bitten by the bug and you're going to be getting a Deus. But, you know, everybody has their own preferences, but if you're serious about detecting and you want to be able to take your detector anywhere for any type of soil, there's only one brand to go with. That's the XP brand.
In my opinion, it's the best there is. And I'm not just saying that, I honestly believe that. It's lightweight, the separation's crazy good. I love it. There's nothing like it. I would say, before you go buy something else, give the Deus a try. Go find somebody, just swing it for 15 minutes. You'll be convinced. I mean, that's literally all it will take. Seriously, it can be a turn on and go machine, you know. It can be as easy as you want it to be, or it can be as complicated as you want it to be, you know.
After running a lot of the other machines, one of the things I thought was this, and I don't want to make all this noise, but the lightweight, the speed, the reactivity was so much faster than anything else that I ever, and I could definitely be able to, for a fat guy back in the day, which I still am, but anyway, it's the lightweight, being able to get out there and spend more time. And I got, you know, in between iron, you could sit and have two pieces of iron and there'd be what I call the sweet sound in between there. And that's basically, and then when they got all the different coils, which I think, you know, it's a tool. And so, and I think one of the XP MI6, I think it was a real changer to make it all lightweight, wireless, and you can pack it in your stuff and go out anywhere and have fun and to actually find stuff.
You're never going to believe this, but the landowner has just come out and she wanted to have a go detecting. So I gave her the XP Deus. She's never used a detector before. So I said, yep, just swing it like this, listen for this noise. We've dug a couple of targets. About the 4th target, we got a really sweet sound. And it's a silver Spanish real. Can you believe that? She's made up, she's gone inside, she just can't believe it. What a great find. Nearly my first American silver, but sadly I wasn't the one swinging the machine, but it's still great to find. Come to the US and these are the tools they give me to work with.
Because we don't want you finding anything.
You wait till you come to the UK, I'm going to punish you guys like you've never been punished before.
So you're running it like a light without the remote?
Yeah, I'm just looking for deep, squishy signals in between the iron infested areas. I figure it's a good way to practice without using my remote.
the Deus light, for people that don't know, right there, the remote can come off. And I think Dave's got it in his pocket.
I put it in my pocket because it started raining a little bit. And I didn't know how much it was going to rain, but it'll just slip right on here. And you can see your screen. But if you're just digging in with tones, just pop it off, put it in your pocket.
Don't even need it.
You don't even need it. Well, if you're new to the Deus, it's a good way to practice. Just going off tones. I'm using full tones here on the hot program, and there's a lot of iron around here, so I bumped it up to the high frequency to see if I could find anything small in between the iron. Probably do that for another half an hour, and splits fill from me. Thanks, Anya. You're an unbelievable filmer.
I'm the best.
Yeah.
I showed you a couple minutes ago I had 2 square nails in close proximity. So got an 86, 87, really old gold gilded button.
Yeah.
And it still has the
Yeah.
shank on it.
Yeah.
So my buddy, the junk man here, is gonna brush his teeth here for me.
It's a fancy one, it looks like. I'm looking. I'm hoping military, but I don't know. It's hard to see.
It's old.
It's definitely gold, and it is pretty. And the only thing I could probably suggest, but I hate to, you know,
Yeah.
you'd be better off probably not to.
You touched it. We'll look around the back. We'll clean it up a little bit later. But finally, rain's starting to drop a little bit, but we found some good stuff.
It's pretty. It's really, really pretty.
Yeah.